Okay, so now today I'm talking about dynamic support and dynamic resistance. Like I said earlier, there are some, you can see it in books or any other mentor out there, they call it trend line. So it's the same thing. So I'm going to sketch this for you. I want you to pay attention to this. Listen to how price move. Now let's take it again from the perspective of market structure. We said in a bullish structure we have high, low, okay, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then higher high. This is practically example of bearish structure. As price is moving up, price will continue to give us support and resistance from different levels. Okay, you can see this, you can say this is support, this is support, and this is support, this is a resistance here, broken turn to support, a resistance again, broken turn to support, a resistance, broken turn to support, a resistance, broken turn to support. That's another strategy entirely I'm going to talk about later. Okay, but basically as you can see this support and resistance going upward, it's another thing that price is actually obeying this time. If price is on a sitting mode, okay, then you can call it support and resistance. Okay, horizontal support and resistance. This is what I just identified now. But dynamic support and resistance is what, when the price is on a trending mode, what price is actually following is two things. It can follow two things. It can follow either channel or a dynamic support and resistance, which is this. If I connect all the lows together, okay, if I connect all the lows together, you see that price is actually bouncing from the low, okay, upward. So what price is actually doing here is to get to the low upward. More than 10 trades this year I entered just based on this. More than 10 trades, more than 10 trades that this show up, and all of them move in massive profit. Now you can see this. So now here we can call it trend line, like I said, and we can also call it dynamic what? This is a dynamic support. Support in the sense that this is what is supporting the price. Okay, price got to this place, it's pushed up. Price came back to that region, it's pushed up. Price comes to this place, it's pushed up. Now when I talk about change of structure, this trend line can help us to identify quickly, faster, when a trend is about to change, even than change of structure. Okay, but we are going to get to that probably the next class when I talk about breakout of trend line or breakout of dynamic support and resistance. So basically this is a dynamic what? Resistance. Okay, price moving. Now how can we say that a dynamic resistance is valid? When you have two touches, at least you must have two touches rather. Okay, you must have two touches, then that will give us that assurance that this is now on a what? A bullish trend. So for you to identify a bullish trend, also not only higher low, you can also identify it by spotting your trend line or your dynamic support on a bullish trend. Now it's going to be dynamic resistance on a bearish trend. So let me give you an example of a bearish trend before we go to the live example and identify them. Trend line is one of the best strategy you can use if you master it, and that is why I'm always after you guys practicing. So for a bearish trend we have a low, okay, then we have higher low, lower high, sorry, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, then what do we have here? If you want to connect it, you just need to connect our two lines together. You can see this. Okay, then at the third touch you can definitely sell. This can be anything. This is just a sketch. Okay, I'm just sketching you. It's just a rough hand sketch. Okay, so basically when you have two touches like this, it's already identified that yes, it's now on a what? A bearish trend, and this is a what? A dynamic resistance. Dynamic resistance because when price touch it, is pushing it downward. Okay, so at this trend line, what you need to look for is engulfing candlestick, any bearish candlestick, engulfing, bearish around me. Okay, evening star, all those bearish candlesticks we talked about before. This is where you are looking for it. that will give you confirmation for you to what, to sell based on what I've explained now. So this you can call it trend line straight away. If the dynamic stuff is too big, trend line, market following this trend line. When price touch this trend line the third time, price is going to go into the level continuing the trend. Okay, this is another thing to identify that trend is going to continue. Okay, so having said that, is there any question before I go into live examples? Is there any question before I go into live examples?
I just want to add to what you said in a way of, encourage them to pay attention. Like, this is one of the most important aspect of trading. You understand? You want to determine your entry. This is one of the most important aspects. So you need to really pay attention. Even after this class, if you don't understand all these things you just explained. I don't know, for other people it might be something else, but I feel like this is the one of the most basic thing you just explained that you need to determine your entry into the market. One of the most basic things you need to know. You can continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just that word basics, it gives accurate entry. I repeat myself, it gives accurate entry. Look at this. Okay, here I have my first touch, price moved up. Second touch, this is the third touch. Look at it. Though this is not based on trend line, my analysis here is not based on trend line. Okay, but even if I apply my trend line, this will have given me a good entry. Assume I use trend line, I will have entered here. You can see that if I enter here, there will be no drawdown, no single drawdown. Just immediately after the touch, what happened? Price kept moving upward. Okay, so this is for what? A bullish trend. Because this throughout last year, this was a bearish trend, so I think the bearish stuff will be very easy to spot. So you can see this. Okay, move away, let price give you the full move. You can see this. Now this is what I'm going to do first. Let's look at this. Okay, first touch, second touch, third touch, then you can go downward. Okay, first touch, second touch, third touch. This is it. Let me spot all the levels. Okay, so that I'll be able to see it very well. These are first touch, we have our second touch. Okay, now if you are experienced, you will have entered a second touch, but your level, third touch is the best. When you begin to use different things, you will see how those things work, how everything works together. You can see this. Then you have what? Massive push downward. Okay, so let's go to any other pair and then um look for it again. This is BTC USD. Let me go to another pair. They are always there. These ones are present every single day. They are always in the market. Look at this. Look at this. I'm coming. I think someone is raising up. Look at this. Yeah, I'm coming. Now, this is a good example I would love you to pay attention to. Look at what price did here. I have my first touch here. I have my second touch here. Look at this third touch. Price broke out of it with a wick. You can see with a wick. But as far as price close above again, the closing of this pair, this candlestick, this rejection already tells us that buyers are in again. So this one with the candlestick and this touch, what you should do here is what? To buy upward. Okay, to buy upward, and then you'll have been in massive profit. Okay, so let me answer the person that is raising up his or her hand. Who is that person? Okay, Mr. Kola, you can please ask your question.
Yes, about the dynamic trend line, I want to ask how would we know if the trend is going to change from, like, after the first touch, second touch, or the third touch then goes down. So how do we know it is going to reverse? Probably from bearish, it's going to go
Yeah, I've not talked
bullish
about
or
I've not
something.
I've not talked about breakout of trend line now. That is another thing
Oh,
entirely.
okay, okay,
Okay,
but
so and that's going to be our next topic. Okay, but for those that can spot this alone, those are the ones that we need to understand breakout of trend line. If you cannot spot it, there's no need for me teaching that. Do you understand that, Mr. Caller?
Yes, sir. It is clear,
Okay,
sir.
yeah. So I want to just show you something here. Now look at this. Now even the question I was expecting you to ask is not what you asked. I was expecting you to ask, are we going to know where to start to spot it, because I don't mention that. Now for you to start, that is where your support and resistance is key. Let me use this analysis as an example. You know what we do already, what I told you. I want to draw my key levels first to know where price is likely to reject. You can see this. Okay, you can see from what I have here, if I spot my trend line currently now price is about to touch the trend line. With this alone I can look for opportunity to buy. Okay, but this is on a higher time frame, I won't do that. Okay, I won't look for trend line on my higher time frame. Okay, so basically what I want to do on this higher time frame is to spot my support, my horizontal support and resistance. Sorry, this is not what I want to pick. Okay, so let me just do as if I'm having a, this is what I do when I want to analyze. I don't play with this first. I have my support and resistance clearly marked. Okay, and I make sure I mark the ones that is near to current market condition. I won't go to too far to where price, all these ones now I will ignore it for now, because I trade multiple pairs. So when I want to do that again, I will analyze that again all over again. Okay, I do not understand the higher time frame. Higher time frame means, I mentioned that almost every time in this training, so let me give you again. Your monthly, weekly and daily time frame, they are higher time frame. Monthly, weekly, you cannot take entry based on them, but we can see the whole of the picture based on the higher time frame. Then we move to lower time frame to look for opportunities. So we can consider 4 hour time frame. There are still some hour time frame that are not on this, that they are on premium versions of trading view. That's 8 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours. I use those time frame also. Okay, and those ones they give you confirm signals. Okay, but lower time frame, we can consider lower time frame as medium time frame as 2 hours to 4 hours, then lower time frame from 1 hour downward. Those ones are lower time frames, and you can see that since I've been analyzing, I did not go to lower time frames ever. Okay, so basically what we can do here, I've been able to mark up my clear levels. Okay, so let me adjust this here because I saw something a little bit here. Okay, so I've been able to do this now to mark up my levels. What I need to do is to go to lower time frame and then look for all these support and the dynamic support and dynamic resistance we are looking for. So where will I start looking out for it? I will start looking for it from what I just drew. Okay, this is another level that is key, though I not draw it because I don't want to go down too much. Look at this. So after this level, after drawing my support and resistance, that is where I want to start drawing, because that's a new chapter of the market. My what? My trend line, you can see. Okay, currently now this has broken the trend line. Okay, so automatically this has already given us that this is a bearish trend already. Automatically it already gives us that confirmation that this is a bearish trend. You can see the breakout of it here, but that's not what I want to pay attention to now, not breakout. Okay, so I will drop my levels first. Let me go look for another pair, mark up my support and resistance clearly first on the higher time frame, then start looking for. Now this, during my support and resistance here already identify, this was what made me to sell this, the hidden secret that made me to sell this the last time. I think I explained this to you, I said it in the class. Okay, look at it. Why some people, because this is a key level and price is about to come up here, why some people are looking for opportunity to buy. Okay, I was looking for opportunity to sell because of this dynamic what resistance is a long one, very long one, and this was what this moved massively. Let it load up so that I'll be able to see. I even do it from, I think, daily time frame or weekly time frame. That's where I do that here. You can see what I did here. I knew this is my first touch, second touch, third touch. Where am I starting from? This level. This is why I'm starting from this level, because this is what sorry, this is a key level. You can see this resistance, support broken turn to resistance, resistance. You can see, then I started from here, touch one, touch two, then this is my touch three. Now if price is coming back to this level to break it, I will not sell this time around, because this is the second time that price is coming to touch it at that same level. That's why I'm not going to sell it now, but I only take advantage of this before, because this has not touched it. Now this just touched it, is a confluence zone. After talking about breakout, I'll talk about confluence zone also. Okay, and this is why I'm actually taking advantage of it now. So if you want to do anything on this pair currently, what we'll be doing here now is to look for opportunity to buy this pair upward, because this is on a key level. For price to come back to this level, break it, and then go up. Okay, I think there's a USD pair. I've shown you a lot of examples on now. So what you need to do is to learn how to draw this. Look at this, based on this alone. Okay, you can see this. Okay, first touch, second touch, this touch, what you're supposed to do is to sell price downward from this level. Okay, it gives us accurate entry, it gives us a very good entry, it gives us sharp entry, it gives us sniper entry. Okay, now this is a ranging market. You will not, it will be difficult for you to spot a trend line on a ranging market. Okay, so but when it's not ranging, you will definitely see it. You can see this now, this is a ranging market. There's no need for me looking for it here. This is a ranging market around this level, you can see. But when price is trending, even this now, I can actually sell this. The reason I sold there based not on trend line. Okay, not on trend line. You can see this first touch, second touch, third touch. I actually sold around this level because of the predominant trend is what, a bearish trend. Okay, after this consolidation, that was why I sold this downward. But I don't even look at this trend line again. This is another reason, the second reason to sell this. Okay, first touch, second touch, third touch, and then you are good to go. Okay, so this is a new topic we are talking about. We not talk about it at all in the free training that we did. This is a new one entirely. Go into the live market, spot it, send your PDF, and I will do corrections in the next class. Okay, Oluwadarasimi, let me have Oluwadarasimi first.
Okay, so my question is there a time frame that's used for dynamic trendline, or do you have a time frame you're going to use for it?
Yeah, you can see them on any time frame, but for me I prefer to use them on
Okay.
4 hours with experience, one
Okay,
hour.
okay, sir. So which one is preferable, 4 hours or 1 hour?
4 hour. There's a secret in 4 hours that is
4 hours.
yes, 4 hours filter noises away, and it also help us to,
Okay.
whenever price is waiting for the this one now deals with sections now. Most of the time Asian section price is sleeping. Okay, the New York section and the London section, when price is good to move, you will be able to see it clearly in 4 hours. But if you are banking on 15 minutes, 1 hour, those ones will make your head to, it will show a lot of noises. Do you understand? But the 4 hours will have summarized
Yes, sir.
everything. Then that's why I focus on 4 hours more. Okay, Augusta, you can ask your question,
Okay, sir.
please.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. So you spoke about ranging when you were talking